All right, we are live. We are live. Hello, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are. How are you doing today? So, my name is Ameera Groeneveldt, and I am a part of Team INMTV Plus and INMTV Media. So, this is the first episode of Design Made Simple. So, as you can see, you can check the description. We're going to be talking to you today how to save money if you want to design or you want to create something for yourself. It's a business, a home, renovation, whatever it is. We're going to be doing our best to do 3 shows a week until we see your feedback if you want it to be more or less. So make sure, comment, and let us know what you think. Okay, so this is a 30-minute show as episode one, and I am a 3D architect on St. Martin. And today we're going to be talking about 3 different topics. But first, let me just give you a little stuff. So, again, make sure to share the live and tag friends and follow and subscribe because we're also on our YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi, INMTV Plus and Media. So, again, so you can see my name clearly. My name is Ameera Groeneveldt and I am a 3D architect. Yes, you can see that. And then, of course, we're using StreamYard. So if you are on Facebook right now and you would like me to see any comments, so you can put it up on the screen, let me know by basically clicking the link in the description and giving StreamYard access so that we can see it. So remember to comment if you have any questions. All right. Okay. So while I'm going to be answering this question, I will be, of course, designing. So you see that plan right there? That is a floor plan. So, how do you save money? How do you get started the correct way with your ideas? If you have an idea for a project, a home, a building renovation, or if you're even a lover of interior design, how do you get started the correct way? So, we're going to talk a bit about that while I'm doing some designing of this thing. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is a floor plan. Now, here's the problem with this. Many of you who I believe can't really understand it as well as I would love you to, or you would love yourself to. Sorry about those dogs. They really want to get in this life. All right. So here you see bedroom one, right? 11. You see a little dash at the top? That's foot. Okay. 11 foot by 9 inches by 11 foot. Okay. So length, width. This is what they mean by that. All right. The little 2 openings there symbolizes doors. When you see two, that's 2 doors opening, one door open. Okay. So this is a floor plan. Now, most of the time when you get a project, guess what? The architect is going to design plans. All right. So when they design plans, unfortunately, let's say you don't understand what this even is. You see, thankfully, you see living room and bedroom and master and kitchen and dining room and patio, but you really don't understand. Just so you guys know, I'm using a program called SketchUp. This is what we normally do when we create anything for clients who need help coming with their ideas, bringing them to life. Okay. So this would be an example you would see. Now, sometimes you get to see an example like this. Okay. Now, this gives a little bit more detail for those who needed to see some kind of furniture, a vehicle, or anything of that nature. And this helps a bit. But here's the problem: you do not know if this table, this dining room table, is this the exact measurement of a dining room table? Most of the time, it's not. The architect just puts it there to give you an idea of where is the living room, where is the dining room, where is the kitchen, where is the bathroom, where is the garage. But are these the exact measurements? Most of the time, not. All right, just so you know. So here is a design that we are going to do. So, what I'm going to do in this whole thing for the next few minutes, I am going to step by step design this in a way that you can see and have a better idea of the space that it is creating. But before that, we have to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back. Get seen, get attention, get traffic. Advertise with us today. Contact InMTV Media at telephone number 1721 556 1667 or email sales.inmtvmedia@gmail.com for pricing and package options. All right, guys. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back. So, we are going to start while answering, of course, the question, which is how to get started the correct way. And I love how the dogs start to pack just when the commercial done. Okay, so first of all, while I'm designing, first of all, I must say you need to go on Google. You need to go on Google and look up ideas. All right. So if you have to look up ideas like images, or you can look up houses or structures or anything like that that has any kind of similarity to what you are thinking to do or the style of what you are thinking in mind, that definitely is step one. Because keep in mind, what you have as an idea is an idea. You don't know if it's going to work. You don't even know if it makes sense as yet. But one thing you do know is you have an idea. So, to give the designer, the architect, even the interior designer, to give them a better idea of what it is that you want to do, the recommended advice from me, your architect, your 3D architect, go on Google and find anything that looks like what you're thinking on. Here's how that's going to save you time and money. It lessens, is red with the top and the bottom, and you're trying to explain, and they're watching you like you crazy because they don't understand what you're saying, because we have a different type of understanding. We had schooling, so you can't speak our schooling language, which we understand, and we try to understand what you're saying, but you trying to speak our language and it's impossible. Speak your language. Use visual help. Use images. Use even video. You understand? Video also is interesting if you can use video as well to help bring across what it is that you have in mind that you want to do. You have no idea how that's a big help. And also see if you can find anyone who probably has plans already that probably looks like what it is you want to do. Now, keep in mind, I know that you don't understand what architectural plans are or anything like that, but I do believe you have an idea. Like right now, I am doing the bathroom, WIC, right? So, well, closet. So, see, this is here like the bedroom, closet, walk in closet. You understand? So this is WIC. Now, you might or might not know what WIC stands for, but if you see a bedroom, you'll be, oh, okay, well, this looks like a closet, so maybe it's walk in closet, because look, you see the door and you walk in. So you have an idea of it, but to explain it in our technical terms, you probably might not be able to. So do us a favor, do not try to be who you are not. Use examples. Now, another thing as well, colors, 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 colors. Now, I understand that you have a thought in your mind, and colors are not really on your mind because you're thinking, I just want to get this particular thing done. I want to do this particular thing. But the problem is when you go to an architect, he does not do interior design. He does not give you the advice on what kind of colors you should use. You understand? So the advice would be make sure to hold on, guys. Like, what is this doing this for? Okay, let me see if I can erase this. Let me try this again. Okay, this is the part that you get. Okay, here we go. Now we're moving it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So make sure that you understand that the architect is not an interior designer. So he would not be, or she would not be able to know what kind of, okay, he or she would not be able to know what it is that you actually need when it comes to colors. Okay, that doesn't want to be. Oh, it makes sense now. I was thinking, I'm talking to you guys like, what is going on? Why isn't it working? Yes. Okay. We're back. We're back. Okay. Let me go on my computer here quickly to see if anyone is commenting. No. Okay. That was just funny. So if you are right now watching, please let us know where you're watching from. Right now, we are answering the question of the question of the day, which is how to get started the correct way with your idea. So hopefully you got the gist of what I was saying. Make sure, look up on YouTube, get friends, get pictures, get videos, anything possible to get your ideas realistically brought across to the people who can't be in your head, even if you don't have understanding of architecture or any kind of design. Saves you a lot of time. It saves you a lot of time. Not going to save you money as yet, but step one, it saves you time. And as you know, money and time and money goes hand in hand. Okay. Now, the next thing, the next topic, while I gonna continue that design, where to find creative inspiration. Where to find creative inspiration. Okay, let me go back. Now, where to find creative inspiration. Okay, TV shows. TV shows, very creative with inspiration. Okay, see that line there? Okay, where you be? Okay, here you are. There you go. Now we talking. Okay. TV shows, like how you have movies, TV shows. You know how they have all kinds of um, sets, and maybe they have houses and all of these different things that you're like, oh my gosh, I love that house. Or if you're looking to design or build an office space, you're you're seeing some office spaces there. You say, oh my gosh, this looks so amazing. I would want this for my soon to be office one day. Make sure to screenshot those, and then put them in a file somewhere so that you can have them, so that when you are ready, you'll be able to um, you'll be able to then communicate with whomever you're going to be talking to, the designer, the architect, whomever it is. You'll be able to communicate with them better because you have saved the ideas that you have. Trust me, it's the worst thing to sit down at the moment and try to come up with an idea of what you want, because your mind is going to go blank. Your mind is going to go blank and you would forget everything, and then they will say, what do you want? And you can't do that. And by the way, having a 1 hour consultation with an architect or myself, a 3D design architect, is not $2. Okay. My consultation alone is $100 for 1 hour minimum. And let me tell you, if you go to see someone and you have no idea what you want to do, you see all those hours and minutes, they add up. They're not going to say, oh, well, you didn't know what you want, so it's okay, I wouldn't bill you for that. No, they're going to bill you for that. So what saves you time, which will eventually save you money, know what you want by having the examples in your hand ready and having that file saved. Either save it in your phone or save it somewhere on the computer, save it somewhere, because you don't want to waste time when you have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars in consultation meetings, that you're going to need multiple consultation meetings, by the way. It's not going to just be one consultation, just so you know. All right. So if you, again, let's say, for instance, if it's a house, like I'm doing this house right here, and what my profession is, I help people who have an idea, they can then be able to see their idea. Now, why is that important? Because for me to change something digitally like this is not going to be the same thing as your contractor building the wall, and then you're going, oh God, that wall is way too small. Can you make it bigger or tear it down, or I don't want it over there again? He's gonna go, of course he's gonna go, no problem. That's an extra $100,000. That's an extra $50,000. That's an extra $10,000. And if you have a budget, because let's face it, you're building either your home or you're renovating or you're doing your interior design, it all costs money. Let me hear you. It all costs money. They're not doing it for free or because we like you. You're going to pay us for what it is that we do. So, guess what? it's going to take me a few seconds to change something on this digital design compared to a contractor tearing down the wall. So, this is why it is very, very, very important to have your ideas of what it is that you want to do in some kind of file system somewhere, so that when you have a consultation with me or with an architect or with anyone, that you already have everything in place, because that's what we ask you. We're going to ask you, what ideas, where are your ideas, what colors do you like, what is it that you want it to be, what is the purpose, what is the function. Of course, it all depends on where you want to do it. So if you have your business and you want to do your business in your home, so you want to change up your home, right? You want to change up your home and you want to take one of the bedrooms and you want to turn it into your office space. But here's the thing, the bedroom was made for the purpose of a bedroom. So you're now going to have to change it up to make it the purpose of an office space. That might also mean if it has an exterior wall, you might have to get an exterior door. So a door leading to outside, because you don't want people coming inside of your house, especially clients. You need some kind of separation. Also, keep in mind, you might need an extra toilet, because when you have an office space in your home, guess what? People are going to want to use the bathroom. And when these people use the bathroom, you don't want them to use the bathroom that you're using. So these are expenses that add up. So if you don't know exactly what you want to do with your space, when the time comes for your space to be done, here's the problem. You are going to spend a whole lot of money fixing a whole lot of problems if you did not prepare first. If you did not prepare first. Okay, let me go back to my screen. All right, guys. So we have 3 likes. Oh, that's nice. And this is episode 1. So we wasn't even expecting anybody to be on right now, but we know in the replay. So if you're in the replay and you have any questions whatsoever, shoot them down in the comments. I will do my best to answer as many questions as possible. If I have a million questions, it's not going to take a day, it's going to take more. If you are designing or building, or you have a dream home or remodeling or anything like that, and you have some questions, just simply comment and we will do our best to answer as many as possible. So, again, that was where to find creative inspiration. And again, you can find it anywhere, literally anywhere. So, don't forget to share the live, people, as well. And in the comments, you're going to find more information about how to contact us. And if you happen to want to reach out and book an appointment with me, then simply email sales.inmtvmedia. That's I not missing TV media at gmail.com. So a little bit about INMTV Media. We are actually a media production house on the island of St. Martin. So if you are viewing us from somewhere else that is not St. Martin and you have no clue where St. Martin is, well, let me tell you, we have some shows coming out and we're going to show you St. Martin in a way like never before. So we're basically being ambassadors for our island and it is amazing. And we're excited to show you it. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, what does 3D architect have to do with media? Well, we are in the business of creativity, and you wouldn't believe how with media production you have to build sets, right? You have movies, you have films, you have shows, and guess what? These things happen maybe sometimes in houses and apartments, but they are not often real. They are built and they're created. So what we want to do for you guys is to give you the information that we know that we were very lucky to have, which saved us time, money, and energy, knowing what something will look like beforehand. And this then helps us to save this money. So, why be selfish with information that we have, and why not share it with you? Okay. So, while this one that I'm going to do is going to take a bit longer, so this is why I left this last question right here. Boom. All right. Who to contact before starting your project? Okay, who to contact before starting your project. All right, so let me go back to the design. Let me take this off for a minute. Okay, now think of it this way. If you had to build your home and you are dealing with no clue what it's actually going to be like, but you have an idea, would you go to the person who says, Yes, once you know everything, come to me and I would help you. Or would you go to the person who says you have no idea what you want to do? Come here by me first and then I would help you. And that's literally a 3D architect designer. That's what we do. What we do, we create. Hmm, okay. What we do is we create the opportunity for you to see beforehand what everything is so that, gotta love it, so that it saves you time and money. So basically, don't go to see the architect before you see a 3D architect designer. It might cost you $100 in consultation fee. That's my price. I mean, trust me, there's others with more higher pricing. But let's say you hire me and us INMTV Media costs you $100, right? Now, keep in mind, the first couple of consultations are basically what is it that you want, and it has to be realistic. And when I say realistic, what I mean is what are the codes, the building codes, the requirements for where you live, because we also do 3D design for persons not living on St. Sorry, not living on St. Martin, but we also do it for persons living anywhere else. But guess what? There's different laws. So what we tell people is we are not the architect. We're not going to put a bunch of calculations and stuff that you don't understand. Our job is to make sure that you, the person who is putting all of this money and energy and effort into your project, you understand this is what you are getting. Is this even close to what you imagined in your head? And if it is, then we then do some reality checks. So, for example, you can have two doors next to each other that can't have no space to open up because it's not going to work in real life. So we don't limit well, at least how we do it here. We wouldn't come in with, you can't do this, you can't do that. We literally sit down and we tell you, dream big, dream wide. What is it that you want? What can you envision? Close your eyes and imagine what your project looks like. We want you to dream big and dream bigger and dream bigger, because at the end of the day, if you do not, then what happens is that you start with a limitation. So I would definitely say see a 3D architect designer first before you see the architect, because the architect is going to go from what you want. And if you don't know what you want, then how can you go to see somebody who asks you the question, what do you want? So when you see this person and you get the help from them, and then they bring it to life, then and only then you will have a real idea of does it work. So let me give you this example of this place, right? So you see here, now you probably don't know measurements as well as you would love to. 7 foot to 10 foot. You're like, what is all of this? You're like, how big is this kitchen? How big is this stove? So what we often do, we take a human being. This is a human being. Let's call him Tom. Hi, Tom. It's going to move Tom for a bit. Okay. We're going to put Tom in the kitchen. Okay. Now, how big did you think this kitchen was before Tom was in the kitchen? Check this out. Tom is spinning around in his kitchen right now, but at the same point in time, you're wondering, how big is this kitchen really? So what we do is we draw out the walls, as you saw. I drew out the walls, and I took this online on Google, because most of the time you guys probably have a plan from an architect and you don't even know, if you flip it around, how to read it. So what we do is we even take the plans from, if you saw an architect before and we have to now bring it to life for you, this is what we do. So we draw out all of the lines that are important, which is, the supporting walls. And then we say, okay, this is the kitchen. So we bring in the walls up. So I'm going to bring the walls up. But before I bring the walls up, I'm going to do a little commercial break. Yes, do a little quick commercial break. And then we will be right back. Get seen, get attention, get traffic. Advertise with us today. Contact INMTV Media at telephone number 1721 556 1667 or email sales.inmtvmedia@gmail.com for pricing and package options. All right, I am back, and I know you're super excited to see these walls up. Truthfully, I am as well. Okay, so now if you're just joining us and you're wondering what is the final topic of discussion, the final topic of discussion is who to contact before starting your project, and I mean any project, building, renovating, remodeling, redesigning, anything of that nature. You can just simply contact a 3D architect, designer. We help bring ideas to life, which is your idea. So let's say we call him Larry. I like Larry better. So Larry's in the kitchen. How much room does Larry have in the kitchen? We're gonna bring the walls up. We're gonna change it name to Larry instead of Tom. I like Larry better. If you hear someone in the background, that was King. You're gonna see him one of these days. I'm actually training him how to do this, but
she's not trying.
I'm anyway, back to the show. We're gonna bring up these walls. Most walls are 9 feet high because a person is 6 foot tall, like a really really tall person, and you don't want the roof to hit them right away. So we say like put it up 9 foot. On St. Martin, we use blocks, cement, steel, gravel, sand. It depends on where you are. You build differently depending maybe for the climate or whatever the case may be, or hurricanes or tornadoes or earthquakes and all these things. So here in the Caribbean on St. Martin, we get hurricanes. So we have to build for strength. So we got blocks. So I'm going to bring this wall up. This is the exciting part, guys. Are you ready? Boom. And I'm going to type in 9 foot. Enter. There it is, guys. Check this. This is your 9 foot. And Tom, Larry is 5'10". Okay, not bad. He's 5'10", and as you can see, a lot of height. So you could put a ceiling fan here and all kinds of stuff. Has space. Nothing will be hitting him on his head. Maybe a chandelier. You can do all kind of stuff with that. But I just put up that wall, so let me put up some of the other walls. Why not? Let's have some fun. And then let's go. Boom. And then I just make it even. All the walls are up. So what we do, we come and clean up everything afterwards, but we just want to make sure all the walls are up. And then we bring this wall back up again. Boop. Bring this wall up. And then we got some of these beams. Well, I doubt they're this high. Yeah, I'm just going to put it there just for the sake of the design. Okay. So here you can see it, guys. Here you can see walls are up. We got Larry inside. He is in the kitchen. And what the goal of a 3D architect is to help bring your ideas to life. So this is real human being size models. And this is why it's very important that if you get a 3D architect designer and say, I don't need to know the exact measurements, just give me something and I'll figure it out. No, stay away from those because we need to work with actual sizes so that if you ask us, can a queen size bed fit in this bedroom? Can a queen size bed fit in here? We're gonna have to get the actual measurements of a queen size bed and put it in there. Just because you see this bed like this doesn't mean it's big. It's remember what I said in the beginning. The architect just does this here, this little style. This just gonna indicate that it's a bedroom, nothing else but that. Wow, it is noise night today. Next time I'm gonna put on some music to drown out this sound. Okay, guys, so that was it. The half an hour has gone by so fast. So next time I'm going to continue with everything, talking to you about different topics. So that's going to be Thursday. Thursday, we're going to continue. We're going to talk about 3 different topics. But hey, if in between that time you have any questions based on this live, feel free to ask them. Then we will get them in the comments. We will answer them in the comments. And also, we can probably even squeeze them in for the next episode. And maybe I might talk about those instead of what I was going to talk about either way. But in this next episode, we're going to go more in detail when it comes to designing and the benefits of having your ideas brought to life before going to the architect or even a contractor or even the interior designer or anybody who you have to tell your ideas to before all of this It's very, very important to see a 3D architect designer. Okay, so my name is Ameera Groeneveldt, Team INMTV Media and INMTV Plus. I am a 3D architect designer, like I said before, and I will see you next in the next episode. Have a great night, everyone, and happy creating. Bye.